Well, to start off with, I just want to apologize about my voice. I don't have much of it left, but that's kind of what happens when you spend a weekend in Vegas and at a coaching coaching at a tournament. So I'm going to start off. We had three guys that did not place. Wanzak, Short, and Brankale came up a little bit short in the tournament. I think there were some good things to take from it. We've seen some real positive things in their wrestling and a lot of things that they need to work on at the same time. So that's the one good thing about them being young. I think we can make some quick adjustments with those guys, and so that's kind of the plan here. Going up from there, in fifth place was Brett Farr. Farr, I think, had a really good tournament overall. We've seen a lot of positive things, a lot of offense from him. He scrambled very well in the quarters. For those that didn't get a chance to see it, he wrestled Dean from Cornell. Crazy scramble in overtime, I think. Maybe our points, controversial call, but he looked good, so we were really pleased with his effort, and that was an exciting match. If you haven't had a chance to see it, that's one you could try to watch. So from there, moving into fourth place, we had two guys take fourth. We had Storley and Crales. I thought Crales wrestled a really good tournament from the beginning of the season to where he's at right now, ending up in Vegas. I thought he looked really sharp as a wrestler. He had some good offense, good attacks. He ended up losing to Kuhn from Michigan for in the third and fourth place match, but he gave up a takedown. But he had he had an opportunity to score points, and he looked really good. I know a lot of guys are wondering about Storley. You know, not a lot to talk about there, except he just kind of said we think he was a little bit under the weather. He just didn't feel really good. The positive thing was, even though he wasn't feeling great, he was out there competing. In for third and fourth, we just kind of made a decision that at that point we would just have him sit. He got to the third place match. We thought that was enough. He wasn't feeling great, so we just kind of said enough's enough there. At third place, we had Nick Dardanes take third. Wrestled a pretty good weekend. I thought it looked good. Wrestled Devin Carter in the semifinals, which was an exciting match. A tough guy to wrestle. The guy's a pretty unique wrestler. But it was good that we got a chance to wrestle with him and kind of see what he had. So I think we got some real positives from there. And then in the championship match, we had Chris Dardanes, Dylan Ness, and Scott Schiller all make the finals. Scott ended up taking second, lost to Gadsden from Iowa State. It was a good match. We had our opportunity to score at the very end. Scott got in a deep shot, technically made a little mistake there. Those were his points to take, and ended up giving up a takedown. But with that takedown, he would have won that match. But I think, there's a lot of times people say you learn more from a loss than a win, and we wrestled Gadsden a lot. I think we made a couple technical mistakes, getting out of position early in the match and giving up a takedown. So that's one that I'm not really concerned with. I know Scott will make those adjustments, and that'll just kind of drive him to compete at a higher level. So, and then the two winners, Chris Dardanes and Dylan Ness. I thought Chris looked great. He wrestled a kid from Michigan, so a conference win there. Chris wrestled great all weekend. His intensity, like usual, it was very, very high. He scored a lot of bonus points, and even in the finals, he was cutting his opponent trying to get a major decision. So was happy with his results. And then the big match came down to Dylan and Green from Nebraska. I know a lot of people wanted to see that match. Dylan gives up the first takedown, and then ends up coming back, scoring a takedown, and kind of controlling the match. I thought he looked really dominant this weekend, scored a lot of bonus points, and Dylan's wrestling as well at this time of season as I think he ever has. So we're proud of the guys. Like I said, a lot that we can learn from and need to build on, but we're proud of their effort this weekend. So coming up next for us will be a duel here at home against Northwestern. It's on Thursday, December 18th, so it's at the Sports Pavilion. So if you guys get a chance to come down, we'd love to have you here, and we'll see you guys soon.